It's your Wednesday night conversation. It's more than just the gossip. It's the issues that matter most to you. A closer look at current events, just the tip, special guests, and more. Welcome to Let's Have a Fefe, Arizona's longest-running drag live stream. Hosted by Felicia Fefe Minor and Freddy Prinze Charming. Streaming live on Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, and YouTube. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share. Promotional consideration for Let's Have a Fefe provided by Wigs of a Kind, The Burly Barber, Bone and Basil, as well as our patrons at Patreon. Go to patreon.com/Let's Have a Fefe to become a Fefe patron. Virtual tips accepted at paypal.me/Let's Have a Fefe. Welcome to Let's Have a Fefe.
Hello.
Oh, Felicia, if you need to keep getting ready. Oh, okay, you're good. I was gonna say if you need to keep getting ready, I can handle this. I got this. I'm on it. Although you're kind of frozen.
Yeah.
Am I frozen?
You are frozen. Huh.
Maybe it's the glass look.
Well, sure, we'll go with that.
We'll go with that.
Oh, welcome to Let's Have a Fefe Season 9, Episode 20. We are moving right along this season.
Oh, barely legal.
I know. Oh my goodness, and we're already into February. When the hell did that happen?
Yes. Is it the second or the third? Today's the third.
It's the third.
Oh, it is the third. My bad.
Third. Yeah.
Sorry. I don't know. I don't know. I barely know my own name, much less actual dates. I don't know.
This is your Wednesday night conversation, and it's already off to a great start. Welcome to Let's Have a Fefe. I'm Felicia Fefe Minor, and over there with the tight curls.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what to call that. I don't know if it's an afro or an afro that lost its you know. It reminds me of the tight Jerry curl of the 80s.
It's the
white men.
early Justin Timberlake look.
It's the ramen. It's the ramen.
Yeah,
Oh, the ramen noodles.
Curls.
Okay.
The ramen noodles.
Yes. And then we have a special guest. We have Shannon Black from Free Mom Hugs, Arizona. And let me just tell you, my notifications, I have been busy at work all day, but I have mummified my notifications because all the moms all up in my notifications. I was like, oh, hello. Hi. How are you? So welcome, Shannon.
Thank you.
All right. Let's get some housekeeping. Are you putting them in order? Or what are you doing?
I'm adding one.
Oh, did I erase him and not put him back?
It wasn't there. So I put him after the C's because alphabetical.
Oh, that's so good of you.
Yeah.
So we would like to thank our 19 patrons. Allison, Beston, Brandon, Cassandra 1S, Cassandra 2S's, Drake Jensen and Michael, Casey Starr, Carrie and Corey, Kim, Joan, Jody, Leanne, Nicole, Patricia Mason, Sassy C. Diaz, Shelly, and Sky. I mean, if you guys just join the Patreon, the show will just be me naming names.
This is, I mean, we can just do that. And there's our show. Thank you so much for joining us.
Special thanks to all of our friends and supporters, including Cassandra with 1S and Patricia Mason, Sky, and Drake Jensen for taking a deeper plunge.
The deeper the better.
Also, thank you to Shambrika Wise for her recent donation. If you guys don't remember, she was on last season, and she is the author with her daughter of Sightseeing with Sandy. So
fantastic books. I actually sent the two that she has to Coco Bardot and
that's
wife
cute.
For Christmas. So
yeah. We want to thank because yeah, this fundraiser gig has been outstanding. So we want to thank Joan of Bobbish Jewelry and Wood Art. So I have something to say
Modeling
about that
mine.
at the end.
Oh,
And then
That's the one I won. I love it.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Shannon knows how we roll. Giant fucking glass of wine. I get it. Okay.
I mean, I didn't have time.
I mean, I figure I'm not going to like be able to get up and refill like I usually do during the show. So
good point. Good point.
I'm thinking ahead. I'm thinking ahead.
Planning ahead, just like a mom.
It's what we do.
We also want to thank Guido Martin and Jeremy Bright of Ripple Phoenix. You can donate to us at paypal.me/let's have a Fefe today.
If you know anybody that like would just like to be a generous like sponsor and like
we call in the business world, we call them investors.
Investors, yes. If you know
if anybody would like to invest in us,
an investor, that would be amazing. Because you know, somebody that just has like a couple grand or something that they don't know what to do with and would like to donate
10 grand,
to a worthy cause,
80 grand,
we can totally be that
250. Yeah,
I'm just saying.
Totally. I mean, if you're tired of seeing me in the same costume over and over,
I mean, there's that too. And but you know what? If we upgrade, then we could just like green screen Felicia into different costumes too.
I just wear green all the time, and then I would just be in the middle of something.
Oh my god, we could just do that. Just have a green screen.
Just our heads in space.
Heads. But I can't do that on my current equipment because my current equipment is shit.
Oh, you're welcome. But so far we have raised $1,460,
which is amazing. It's amazing.
So just go ahead and put the money in the bucket. You don't need that Starbucks tomorrow. Just go ahead and put it in the bucket. Okay. Yes. I lost my spot because I can't see both sides
either. It's fine.
So if you want text alerts, Shannon's signed up for the text alerts. Was it weird seeing yourself in the text?
Yes it was.
I almost excluded you, but I was like, well, she needs to know that it goes out too still. But
I thought I signed up for the text alerts.
Did you text LHAF 1602-730-7379?
Yes.
You do not show up on my thing. I can see everybody that signed up.
Oh fuck.
I don't think you did it right.
I mean, you were just saying that you're not good at technology. I'm just saying.
Yeah, that's different. I know how to text.
Mm-hmm.
That's one thing I can do.
Oh my gosh. All right. Freddie, how was your weekend?
Well, last week I was dying, so I apologize for not being here. I don't know.
Oh, it's good to see that you're alive.
My body last Wednesday all day was literally like, okay, we're just going to go ahead and yeet all the food from your body.
Not yeet.
Yeet. Yes, you see. Thank you. I used that in the correct context. You're welcome.
Good. I'm very proud.
Thank you. Thank you. Like it was not good. Like I woke up nauseous and basically threw up all day, couldn't keep anything down, bread, whatever, wasn't working. So I was like, this isn't not gonna happen.
Look at all the people in the house.
There are lots of people in the house tonight.
So Kendra probably signed up for text alerts too.
But she didn't do it right either, apparently. I took the boys to go get their haircuts because the person that usually cuts their hair was just too busy, couldn't get around to it. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna take you to Jess, who's with the Burly Barber, and it'll be fine. It was funny because they were all nervous and stuff. It was funny.
The boys are the barbers.
The barber wasn't nervous. The boys were.
I was like, why would the barber be nervous?
Tell me that the video expired. Why does it keep?
I don't know. I got a haircut too.
But 5 stars for Jess because she managed to impress the boys. We did make sure to tell them that she basically, when she's not cutting hair, she takes her clothes off on stage in front of people. They were good
for money,
that. Right?
Did you say for money?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Then we had to explain the difference between burlesque and like a regular like stripper to strip club, because there is a difference as far as what they do. So we had to explain that. And she also cussed in front of them and then let them pet horses. So all in all, it was very successful and they're very excited to go back. And then on Saturday, which apparently was the only, like, we've had rainy weather all week, which has been amazing. Saturday, the sun came out for a bit. And then with Felicia's help, I was able to shoot a video. Got some good behind the scenes stuff, I think, for our patrons. So those of you who subscribe on Patreon, keep an eye out for that. We just have to decide who's posting it. And I need to get the login information again for Patreon because it signed me out.
I saw that as I was getting ready. I was like, I don't remember it right
now.
I
texted Felicia at like lunchtime and I was like, hey, so I don't remember. And of course she never answered me. So it's fine. But yeah, I don't remember what the login is. So as soon as we figure that out, then we can get
but is that why Felicia got dinner that Shambrika and I didn't get invited to?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you weren't helping me shoot a video, but also I'm like watching I'm watching the replay and stuff, and all I can think is, oh my god, I should have worn a fucking girdle. I don't want to.
I told you, we all got the COVID weight.
Next video, it's gonna be from the shoulders up. That's it.
I did some of those.
I know.
You could have just done the whole. You could
just the whole thing. I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna re-edit it, and it's just gonna be from the shoulders up. That's it. Just me staring at the camera. Shoulders up. That's it.
No, leave the intro part in there so people are guessing what the middle part is.
Oh yes. I will do that. So they just see my shoulders and my feet and nothing else. Yeah. I could have just not worn pants again like normal, and it would have been fine.
In public.
Sunny slope, you know.
Oh.
Just, you know.
Sunny slope. It's normal there.
Right. Totally fine.
Yeah.
How was your weekend, Felicia?
I spent half of it with you.
Yeah, you did.
But,
yeah. That was a long day. You did. Oh, and then I made Felicia dinner, and everybody was mad.
Everybody? I was happy. I was fine.
Well, you and my lady friend were fine. Everybody else was mad.
Silence is a destroyer. I don't remember what else I did this weekend. I got my hair cut. Little Grace Jones-esque going on here.
I love it.
It's great.
John did a damn good job.
Yes. On top of his lessons on different bits of history. Yes. You gotta love the banter. And then helped with the video. And then I think that's it. I didn't really do much else. Because I got some things going on.
Indeed.
So when life doesn't treat you right, I don't know how to act sometimes. So that's about it. What about you, Shannon? What'd you do this weekend?
Went grocery shopping Saturday and spent all day Sunday cooking, meal prepping for like the week.
Honestly, I really admire people that can do that. I cannot.
Hi, kitty.
Yeah,
because
that's Bella. She'll probably be up in my face.
I hate eating the same thing over and over again. So meal prepping for me isn't going to work.
Right.
I'll eat something maybe twice, and then the rest of it will just sit there because I'm like, I don't want to eat this anymore. I'm done.
I have to give you kudos too, because I've done meal prep like maybe twice, and then I'm like, oh God, do I have to eat?
I'm trying to get into it so that we have like healthy lunches. Because my husband's been doing great. He's lost like 25 pounds.
Can you tell him to stop because I have found those 25 pounds.
Right?
I don't want
Same.
them anymore.
Yeah, I'm with you. So I'm actually going to freeze part of what I made so that we can
that's
pull it out
good.
later, and you know, maybe in a few weeks I don't have to.
I mean, what you do with your husband is up to you, but it's fine.
Could freeze him too. No. Nah, I like the guy. I'll keep him. So that's what I did. I literally spent all day Sunday cooking. So.
I did remember that we had a virtual Arizona.
Oh yeah, and we did that. I wasn't very coherent by then. I was so tired.
She was like kind of like comatose from cooking all day.
And then after that, I had a National Free Mom Hugs Committee meeting.
Oh,
so yeah.
My goodness, you just piled it on Sunday.
It was not very smart.
So way to start your week.
While I try and re-stick half of my mustache.
Yeah, no, it was not good planning on my part. Oh wow.
You're welcome, all of you, by the way.
As you peel back your mustache.
Only half, one side. The other side is fine. No.
You know, if you would have, oh God, is this getting worse?
I can't see. I don't have a mirror. I'm looking in the fucking thing and it's backwards, so that's not helpful.
Tell me about it.
It's
try straightening your wig. All right, let's.
It's fine. Fine. Okay.
What we got tonight?
So tonight, I thought it would be. Oh, where'd my thing go? No, I didn't want to bring that up. That's not what I wanted to bring up. Here we go. So since we were talking to Shannon tonight, I thought that this would be a great time to chat about consent and how it goes beyond sort of just sex. Now, we've talked about one specific type of consent before, but there's all sorts of different types of consent. Different types of consent include things like implied consent, express consent, informed consent, which we've actually I've had a tip just on informed consent, and unanimous consent. So I figure we'd chat a little bit about the different types and kind of how, you know, can apply to different things. So
wait, before you get started, let's say hi to all the moms.
Oh, we have lots of moms. I know.
My mom's watching. Hi, mommy.
Oh, your mom's watching?
My mommy is watching. Aww. She complimented your eye makeup.
Oh, which one is she? Let me see.
Should we not cuss?
No, on the little thing it says adult content.
Okay. Yeah. We already all right.
Yeah, no, we warned everybody. We warned everybody.
Good. Yeah. Excellent. I mean, I also kind of look like a 70s porn star, so
and Grace Jones arrives.
Right. So
anything could happen.
Oh, look, see there, all the moms are saying hi back now.
Oh my God, so many moms. I don't think we've ever had so many moms watching us before. I feel like I should button my shirt.
Nah, you're good.
My mom watches this. I'm so sorry.
Nobody in my family watches this. Yeah, nobody in my family watches this. I don't even think anybody in my family knows I do this. Mostly because they don't.
Oh my God.
So, Lord.
Carla says you can cuss. Their favorite word in their family is fuck.
It is great. It is. That is our favorite. Yeah. And our family salute.
That's good. Excellent.
Yep.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
All right.
Wow.
So, speaking of fucking, you like that? That's my segue. That's my segue.
A great segue. I like that one.
Segue. All right. So there's implied consent, and implied consent is consent that is inferred by a person's actions as well as the facts and circumstances of a specific situation. For example, physical contact in certain sports. So you know that if you're playing football or you're a boxer or you're into MMA fighting, the implied consent is that you are probably essentially going to get assaulted. Because that's how that works. You know going into it that that's part of the gig.
Wow.
That's because you're aware of what it is and you're willingly putting yourself into that situation. Another example, and this can be there are obviously caveats to this, but unambiguously soliciting or initiating sexual activity, that is also an implied consent. So if I'm with my partner and we're both kind of feeling it, and there's both of us are starting to get frisky and whatever, that is also implied consent, because we don't have to say explicitly that, hey, I'm going to touch you here, and this means that I would like to have sex now. It's implied because of the circumstances and the what's going on in the context. There's also express consent. Express consent is clearly and unmistakably stated rather than implied. It could be verbal or written or nonverbal, which, like a nod or something along those lines. Written. Not last time, but the week before last, I think it was, when I was talking about negotiating a scene. Yeah. And, negotiations and contracts and things like that when it comes to kink dynamics and whatever. That
I want to know how many kinky moms are out there.
More than we think. But
you might not want to know the answer to that question.
Oh, I do.
I would absolutely want to know that. What are you talking about? But things like
I'm looking at the
negotiating
comments.
a scene, that would be a very specific express consent. It is clearly and unmistakably stated. A lot of times it would be in writing. And the idea of a nonverbal would be if you are either in the middle of a scene or some other something, and say you're in the middle of some sort of kink scene or something along those lines, and the person happens to be gagged, and you want to make sure that you're checking in, and you want to make sure that everything's good. A nod or some sort of nonverbal consent, that would be that's still an express consent. You asked a specific question, you got a specific answer.
Shelly, I think we kind of already knew that.
I mean, let's see, informed consent, which we had a whole thing on that. So that's consent that is given by the individual who has a clear understanding of all the facts and risks of a situation. Often used in terms of in the medical sense. So it's, you are going to either take this medication or go under this surgery or have this procedure done or participate in this trial or whatever it is, knowing these are the risks, these are the facts, these are the things that, whatever. And you say, yes, I still want to do that. Also, when it comes to practicing ethical non-monogamy, informed consent is very big, because that is saying basically that you understand that your partner may also have other partners. You understand the risks there. Everybody is on the same page. Everybody is aware of risk factors, STI testing, things like that. And you're still saying that, yes, I would like to be a part of this thing that we're doing.
A part of your world.
Unanimous consent, which is a general consent that is given by all parties in a group. And that can apply to pretty much any sort of consent type of thing. So it could be, a lot of times it'll, hi Kitty, good. It's your cat, not mine.
Yep, it's my cat. I knew you would appreciate that.
So unanimous consent can sort of apply within other types of consent. So it can sort of, you have informed consent and all parties are good with it. So then you have a unanimous consent type of thing. And even groups like Free Mom Hugs, they have to practice consent. You can't just walk up to random people and hug them.
Nope.
That's not how that works. You have to.
But that's how we met.
But we offered. We did not force a hug on you.
Right.
Oh, that's true.
We always offer a free hug, high five.
It's offering, it's asking, you don't just go up and start
hashtag pre-COVID,
because it's still right, because there's still consent there. And that can be I love that it's becoming more normal now, even when you're out and you're with friends or whatever, that people are asking, hey, can I hug you? Even as a greeting, you know what I mean? Obviously right now it's a little bit different because, COVID, but in general, people I think now are becoming better at asking. If you meet somebody for the first time, I always hear
I love that.
are you a hugger? Is it okay to hug you? Do you prefer handshakes? And I think it's wonderful because there are a lot of people, especially if they are neurodivergent, who don't really like physical touch. Or any, they may not be really comfortable when it comes to any sort of that kind of physical affection. So I love now that it's becoming more and more standard practice to ask rather than just assuming that everybody's a hugger. And one thing that needs to be explicitly stated, and I will say this over and over again, and what are you doing? Is that consent of any kind may be withdrawn at any time. It doesn't matter whether you have hugged that person before. It doesn't matter whether you have had sex with that person before. It doesn't matter what the situation is. Whatever you have consented to, you may withdraw that consent at any time.
Period. So I'm that person. I am this person that you're describing, because there are some times where I do not want to be touched.
Right.
And I know that sometimes our partners can take it offensively, as if you don't want to show affection.
Right.
But sometimes it's more about like how I'm feeling, just how I'm feeling.
It has nothing to do with them. It has everything to do with you. Just it's just like boundaries. Boundaries have nothing to do with the other person. Boundaries have everything to do with yourself. And I mean, in some circumstances, obviously, depending on what the situation is, there may be certain consequences for withdrawing that consent.
I have to read this comment. I'm so sorry.
I saw that.
I live in this kind of situation. For those that aren't reading this, Cassandra says, my husband needs a lesson in consent, so the next time he eats my food, he can ask. Nothing worse than thinking you can have ice cream left and it's gone. I have been in this situation.
I still technically live by myself, so if my shit's gone, I have nobody to blame but myself. Like, don't eat my food.
Are you yelling at yourself in there?
There are some times when I'm not paying attention to something, and I'm like, I put it back in the freezer or whatever, and I'm like, fuck, God damn it! But I have nobody to blame but myself. So some of the potential consequences that may arise from withdrawing consent are things like not getting certain kinds of medical treatment. So if you don't, if that falls under like the informed consent. So, if a doctor wants to try something and, they lay out all the risk factors and, you start off by saying, yes, no, I think that's good. And then later you're like, wait, no, I've changed my mind. I don't want to do it. Then there's a good chance that you may not then be able to either participate in that study or have that, whatever it is, because that you need to have that. They need to have that consent. Also, there could actually be a breakdown of some types of relationships, specifically if you're dealing with ethical non-monogamy. So if you, when it comes to risk factors and things like that, and you at first say, no, I'm totally fine with you seeing these people and this person, and then maybe something changes. Maybe somebody comes up positive for something in an STI test, or maybe somebody starts seeing another partner who has been unsafe. You can withdraw your being okay with having that person in your bubble, but by withdrawing that consent, you also know that you may lose a relationship. But that's something that we deal with, because sometimes it's better to withdraw that consent than have to worry about different risks or whatever. You also could you also run the risk of like being removed from a sports team. So if you're like, I don't want to be hit anymore. Okay, well, you're a boxer, so dude, sorry.
Ooh.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, you looks like you're gonna have to find a new vocation because you have now withdrawn the consent to have somebody hit you. We're not gonna put you back in the ring. That's just how that
There's hugs in boxing too.
I know.
Yeah.
They all get in there and they're all like, yeah.
I'm like, oh, isn't that cute? I want to say, Carla says also people with abuse issues are often put off by hugs. Great rule to always ask.
I have a former student who we've been talking since COVID hit, and I sent him one of our trans free mom hug stickers. This one. Oop, there it goes, that one. And I said, hey, when it's safe, I want to give you a hug. And he's like, I don't really like hugs. I'm like, okay, cool, high five then. And it's, you can't ever assume that it's okay. And it's okay. Like, Felicia, you've come and gotten hugs from us at Rainbows forever ago. But the next time we see you, you might not want them. That's why we always offer.
I may have to relearn to talk to people after.
I'm not going to know. I barely knew how to like people to begin with because I'm an introvert. And now like having to go back and
well, look at there's somebody that agrees with you. There's days I don't want to talk to people.
There's totally, and that's completely okay. You are allowed to say, and regardless of what the situation is, whether it's something like free mom hugs or whatever, or whether it's a partner, you are absolutely allowed to say, you know what, I love you, but I don't
get the fuck up off me.
I don't want to hug. I really don't feel like being affectionate right now, and you don't even really need to offer an explanation because just saying no needs to be.
I think that irritates me even more when somebody's like, why? And I'm like,
because I said no.
What?
Right. Why doesn't
I said no.
Right. The why doesn't matter. If I'm not feeling it, because we get stressed out sometimes, or maybe we've had a really shitty day and we don't want that. We just want to be able to just sit. And maybe we just want to be near you. Maybe we just want to be by ourselves. Like, just back the fuck off. Leave me the fuck alone. Stop bothering me. If I say I just want to sit here for a while, then I just want to sit here for a while.
Oh, you preaching tonight. You preaching tonight. You sound like, oh.
And I'm gonna preface this real quick before people start, I don't know, assuming things. Is that there's nothing that has happened that is my partner has not like jumped down my throat to be like, why don't you want to touch me? Why don't you want to hug? Why don't you? That has not happened. I'm just throwing that out there. I have had that happen in the past, but my current partner has not done that at all. And in fact, she's amazing and totally understanding. And if I were to say, you know what, I just want to sit here and be by myself, she'd be like, cool. Let me know if you need me.
Okay.
Like they're, So yeah. So consent, the different types applied across the board, and it doesn't matter what it is. You always need to get consent. Always ask. Always ask.
Many cognitively disabled people don't like touch.
Correct.
They get very upset when they're hugged or even have a hand put on their shoulder.
Yep.
It's a very big deal in that world to ask. And that's by Jules.
Michelle.
Right? I just saw
about
Michelle's comment.
People who think it's
totally
okay
that.
to pregnant people's bellies. A pregnant person's belly is not a free-for-all. You do not just get to walk up to somebody and be like, oh my God, every time I see that, I want to smack somebody's hand away.
Oh, so I always ask too, but I have two. When a drag queen has hair on, and you go like this,
and touch their hair,
or when a person of color changes their hair. I'm not sure if this happens in alternate universes, but whenever I get my hair cut, it never fails. There's somebody that's like, oh, let me touch it. And I'm like,
no.
I don't think
you got your hair done last week. I didn't come through and say, can I put my hand through it?
I mean, touched your hair. I've known you for like a decade, and I don't think I've ever touched your hair.
That's two things. You've never touched my hair, and you've never seen me naked.
I know, that's really weird.
Do you even know me?
Probably not, no.
Look at my clothes are falling off now.
God. Another thing that is a problem within the LGBTQ community is that there are a lot of gay men that think it's totally okay to just go ahead and grab whatever boobs happen to be out there because they're gay and it's fine. No, it's not. Just because you're gay doesn't give you free reign to just touch whoever, wherever. That's not how that works.
Or I've been in drag and my butt. My butt is a highly favored touch zone for some reason. I mean, it just sticks out there, but that's another.
Let's do a quick look at some closer look at some current events here.
Oh, let me get to that.
In politics, Biden is his pen is working overtime. He is.
I'm surprised it still has ink.
I know. He is phasing out private prisons, which is not a magical fix-all. It's not going to fix everything, but it is definitely a start. And it was actually one of Harris's campaign promises. So I'm really glad that that's happening.
Yes.
He has created a task force to reunite families that were separated at the border, which is amazing. That should never have been a thing ever. He has stopped the U.S. from withdrawing from WHO, which is the World Health Organization, which, why the fuck? Never mind. I know why, because whatever.
Because he needed to rake the leaves in the forest. And if you rake the leaves in the forest, then that helps cure us all, and then it stops forest fires.
And Dr. Fauci is now delegation head.
Doesn't he look good?
He looks so much better. Like he's even.
Oh my God! I was looking at him. I was like, dang.
We are rejoining the Paris Agreement. Which, hey, Flash, Ted Cruz. Okay, that does not mean that it has anything to do with the citizens of Paris. You fucking dumbass.
I'm no longer eating French toast. I want American toast.
Oh my God. Stupid. But that's great because that means we might get back onto the climate change train here. What
do you mean? The ice isn't melting.
Oh my God.
It was cold. What do you mean climate change?
Right. I mean, what do you mean global warming? We just had like a week of rain and shit, whatever. And fucking Canada has designated the Proud Boys as a terrorist entity because they have more cojones to do that than we do.
They actually, after I posted or wrote that on the sheet, they did 12 more groups. So that are originated here in the United States.
Shocker.
So moving on, let's talk about Black history. Not Shannon Black history, but Black history. Considered a pioneer of African American history, Carter G. Woodson is much to give. He is responsible for Black History Month, or one of many. And he was the son of former slaves. This is wonderful. And realized that there wasn't much written about Black Americans in American history. Still isn't. And in 1926, Woodson started Negro History Week, and then expanded to Black History Month in 1976. Can you guess what state doesn't really celebrate Black History Month?
I'm gonna say Alabama.
No, I'm gonna say Arizona.
Oh.
I was gonna say, was it the one that my mom used to take me to protest because we didn't have MLK Day?
Yes.
Yeah. You love my mom. She did. She would call us out of school so we could go down and march and protest downtown.
Oh yeah,
that's awesome.
Yeah, my mom's awesome.
It is said that he picked February because it's the birthday of Frederick Douglass, and he was the man that escaped slavery, was an abolitionist. Saying this, yes, and.
I got you.
And a civil rights leader, and I don't really agree with this one, but because Abraham Lincoln's birthday is in February too, and he signed the Emancipation Proclamation. But you all know how I feel about that. And let's see. Oh, you just added that in there.
It makes sense. It's a good thing to talk about, you know.
Yes, she is making history every day. Stacey Abrams is nominated for a Nobel Peace Prize.
Love her.
And what I want to say is that I was on Twitter on Monday, and all the haters started writing like "Go away, Stacey" or something was trending on Twitter. It drove me absolutely bonkers. So I joined the other bandwagon, which was starting the hashtag "Thank you, Stacey" or "Thank you, Stacey Abrams." Mm-hmm. So, and then quickly that other one went away. I'm so sorry that we trended over you.
Sorry,
because you like flags that say "Don't tread on me," and I like to tread over you with trending topics. You're welcome.
The LGBTQ news. The walking while trans law has been repealed in New York. That should never have been a thing anyway, but whatever. Secretary Pete Buttigieg, I'm so whatever, was confirmed as the first LGBTQ plus person Senate confirmed to run a department. He's now the head of the Department of Transportation. Let's see what he does with that. And oh Jesus Christ, Marjorie, is she still Marjorie?
She's at it again.
Who is a complete fucking lunatic, is backing legislation to ban pride flags at U.S. embassies. She's gonna end up gone at some point. They're gonna
So I don't know what her deal is. She obviously doesn't have enough to do. That she has to. Who thinks of these things? That's like, you know what? At the U.S. Embassy, I'm really tired of seeing that rainbow flag. Mm-hmm. Make a bill for it. Let's go.
So ridiculous.
Oh my gosh. Like, who is she? Where'd she come from? Ugh, crazy ass bitch. Let's see. NASA is offering $500,000 for ideas on how to grow food in space.
Ooh, also, we can upgrade our equipment with that.
A lot.
If it doesn't have enough to do, maybe I should get her on that.
There you go. If she gets that, can we borrow a few bucks?
Totally.
Also, they are developing. They are looking for. I wasn't sure if it was the same people that they were. If they want you to learn how to grow food in space and develop new technology to feed astronauts.
Why do you need new things? I like astronaut ice cream.
Well, because like the tube and the
whatever. Get over it. Just eat your freeze dried ice cream and shut up. So COVID numbers real quick here in Arizona. Just to give everybody again
Are we still winning?
Yes. And just to give everybody an idea, of course, to put it into context, April 4th of last year, we had 2,000 cases and 50 deaths. June 21st of last year, we passed 50,000 cases for the first time. As of today, we are not even a year down the road. We have 767,379 cases, 13,576 deaths. We had 2,296 cases reported today and 214 new deaths. Go us!
I'm
my
with
girl,
Mary
MJ.
Jo. I'm with her. Mm-hmm.
That's one of my babies. She's smart.
But Mary Jo, I want to say fuck COVID, but also fuck the people that are careless with it.
Also, you can find astronaut ice cream on Amazon, and I may have once in a while been known to order like $30. Like they come in like a big like sample pack of like thing. I may have ordered.
That was the best thing about my parents being in the military, is all that dehydrated food and.
Okay, most of the dehydrated food is completely gross, but the dehydrated ice cream.
No, not all of it.
I like the dehydrated ice cream. I like the texture. So anyway, let's go ahead and move on to our guest. So patiently.
That was not a very good segue. I'm just saying.
That was awful.
That was pretty bad.
It was hard. Isn't supposed
okay.
To be, whatever. It's fine.
It's fine.
Oh my gosh. Anyway, we have Shannon Black of the Free Mom Hugs Arizona. Shannon, tell us more about yourself and how you got involved with Free Mom Hugs.
Well, I am a former teacher. I taught for 17 years, and a whole bunch of my babies are watching tonight because they keep commenting. And
Hi, babies.
Oh, my babies. They know that though. Once they're mine, they're always mine. And one of the things that was always really important to me was to have an inclusive and safe classroom. And my own child is a member of the community, and it's just always been in my family. We've always just been like affirming and loving people. It's just how I was raised, how we are. And MJ, I've got Freddy's address. I got you. And a couple years ago, I was actually just sitting scrolling Facebook as one does in the evening. And I saw a news story about a whole bunch of moms that showed up at a pride parade and gave hugs. And I was like, oh my God, I need to do that. And so I did some digging and I found Free Mom Hugs, our national organization. And at the time that I found them, they just so happened to be in the place where they were starting to create chapters in states across the country. And so
oh, wow.
I think they had a few chapters already started. But I emailed right away and I was like, I'd love to start a chapter in Arizona, and a couple more emails back and forth. And all of a sudden it was like, well, tomorrow you'll have access to the Facebook page. And I went, oh, shit, what did I get myself into? And so here we are. Yeah, it was a thing, but it's been just amazing and incredible to watch our chapter grow, to watch our organization grow nationally, and to be a part of that. So it's very fun.
Wonderful. Yeah. Yes. So what is your latest project that you're working on with Free Mom Hugs Arizona? So
our latest project is we are sending, since we can't be out giving hugs, high fives, fist bumps, whatever, we are sending Valentines to people who would like to receive a virtual hug or a snail mail hug, as we put it in our posting. And so people can come to, we've got the link up on our Facebook page right now. And Crystal, I think you're biased, but we are. Crystal's our board secretary. Cherie Beck is in here, and she's our treasurer. I think I see Julia, our vice president, in here as well.
Oh wow, the gang's all here.
I don't know if I've seen. Oh my gosh, I see her face, and she's gonna kill me because I just forgot her name.
Good job. Way to go.
Wow.
I know. I'm really tired. Jody Cross. Anyway, sorry, Jody. I love you. MJ, same way. We have a forum on the Facebook page. Go fill it out. So anyway, we are, since we did it for holiday hugs. And we sent out about 350 holiday cards.
I got 3 of those.
You got some of them, yay!
And I have to say, I loved it. This was like the first year that. Okay, no, not the first. I don't usually get a lot of holiday cards in general, but I usually get a couple. I didn't really get any this year.
Excuse you?
You guys were pretty much my only holiday cards.
Felicia, yours were after
I
the
sent
holidays.
one.
Did you send one?
Mm-hmm. It was super cute.
No, not you, Felicia.
Felicia sent one. It was super cute. Glam Baby was in it.
Oh. Yes.
Did I get one?
You in trouble.
I don't remember. I legitimately don't remember getting it. I
sent you both.
But what?
I sent you the one that we sent the Patreon folks and my family one.
I swear to God, I didn't get them.
Weird.
I swear to God, I did not get them, because otherwise they would be on my.
I didn't get any returned Christmas cards.
I was bad. I didn't send any out this year. I really didn't. I tried to, and I just like.
Oh, don't feel bad. This is the first year that I have sent them in like 5 years.
I wasn't bothered about it. You know what I mean? Because I knew people just didn't have the spoons this year for stuff. Mm-hmm. And like normally I would even offer and be like, who wants holiday cards? Send me your address. This year I was like, but I loved getting the ones from the Free Mom Hugs.
We enjoyed doing it. We've missed being with people. and giving hugs and finding. So we've been, as a board, we've been trying to find a way to still be connected and still be supportive creatively, because we can't be out giving hugs. So we thought about holiday cards, and now we're going to do Valentine's.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So they're like the little Valentines that you would give out when you were a kid. Super fun.
They're on their way.
They are on their way. Yeah. So so that's our latest thing. And then we're looking forward to, and Julia posted in one of the chats, she posted her link. And, just trying to think ahead to
It's very
what
long.
we'll do next. It is very long. What we'll do next.
It's on their Facebook page.
It is on our Facebook page. Until we can be out giving hugs again.
That's wow.
Yeah.
Come on, y'all. Wear your mask. Get vaccinated.
Please,
whatever.
Because we're gonna just stand out on street corners once COVID is gone and just give hugs to random people at this rate.
Wait, I know a group of ladies that do that.
Different
already.
ladies, different.
Oh,
different
okay.
Good street corner too, I think, probably.
Yeah.
I hope so.
Not that there's anything wrong with those other ladies, but I think they also charge for their hugs.
Right.
And they're territorial.
Ours are free. It's kind of in the name. Yeah.
Oh
I mean,
God.
it could be free asterisks, with the with a footnote that some items not
Consent.
included.
Consent.
Consent, right? I know. Sheree is saying she wants to hug so bad. We miss giving hugs. It's so awful. It's hard to be a hugger during a global pandemic. So.
Right? It's yeah. Even me as an introvert, like I miss hugs and being around people.
Right.
Some people.
Sometimes.
Of course, knowing me, all of this is going to be over. I'm going to be out for 5 minutes and be like, cool, okay, I'm done now. I'm going to go back. I'm going to go back in the hole. So what do you do outside of giving hugs and being a mom and stuff? Do you have any hobbies? What do you do besides trolling my Facebook page for my food pictures?
Oh, that's not what everybody does, though.
No, I do like to give Freddy crap about his new cat, though, because the new cat's super cute.
Where is Wick?
Yeah.
Not around here yet, but there's still time.
Yeah.
Though today I did catch him on the very top of I have these shelves where I have totes and stuff for my drag shit, and on the very top is a suitcase, and he was on top of the suitcase, on top of the shelf, about that far away from the ceiling. Fucker.
Hello, cat.
I'm like, there's a fucking cat tree. I have a cat tree for you, but
no, you paid money for that.
I know.
They don't
Actually,
do
I
that.
didn't. I got that one for free.
Well, there's the problem.
Somebody paid. Somebody paid.
Right. If it were just a fucking piece of wood or something, then they'd be all over it. But God forbid it's an actual cat tree.
You should just put a tree in the corner and they'll climb on that.
Right.
There we go.
Assholes. Sorry.
Now, in my free time, I do. We do virtual Arizona Pride meetings and Free Mom Hugs national meetings. I'm on a national committee for Free Mom Hugs.
You're also a big supporter of Drag Story Hour.
I am. I love Drag Story Hour. So it's so much fun.
She's usually in the virtual audience and most of the Drag Story Hours that we've done this year.
Yeah, when you do them, yes, most of them this year, and when they've been in person. I even ended up at one in Tucson because my friend and I were driving down for something totally different. And we're like, let's run by. So we went, said hi to everybody in Tucson one day. So. No, Drag Story Hour is the best. True story, Crystal. True story. So, but yeah, other than that, I raised my kid, and I better be getting my own shelf at this point, Michelle. I'm still trying to learn how to have free time and not be a teacher. So that's hard. Because now that I'm not teaching anymore, I don't have to work all the time. So.
It's right now though. It's this kind of weird thing where it's all we have is free time, but we also don't seem to have any time for things.
Right.
And it's about
because you can't go out and do things
it's
safely.
very different. It's
Mhm.
very different. It's like
Mhm.
trying to plan anything is weird
Mhm.
because there's a fucking pandemic, so you can't really plan things.
Right.
But literally all we have is fucking free time.
Mhm.
But it's not the same.
Right.
It's really
There are things that I have to do that I'm like, oh, but
well, because
Mhm.
my partner and I have planned a trip to Utah in March. It's not really a vacation. I'm going there for a specific purpose, but we
Mhm.
figured, well, we may as well just go and do a little bit of sightseeing as we can. There's a lot of stuff to do outdoors in Utah. Like there's all sorts of national parks and stuff, but we're trying to plan it. And it's weird because we're not flying because that's just a cesspool. That's not happening. We're
Mhm.
driving because it's much safer to do that than to get in a plane and an airport and all that shit. And
Mhm.
we're finding an Airbnb and they're like, okay, well, what can we do that's outdoors? Because we're not doing anything that's inside. Like we're not eating inside. We're not,
Mhm.
it's like, okay, where can we go and get some good takeout? And it's just so weird.
It is.
So weird.
I agree.
I
It is weird.
want to know how your experience is when you travel and you don't really go anywhere.
I will let you know. Actually,
I mean, like you
I
go places, but you're not going
right.
places.
I will actually be in Utah on that Wednesday in March, so I could be doing the Fefe from Utah. So I will be able to update everybody on how it is
As long as
travel and not
the
doing.
Wi-Fi is good.
That's literally what it is. It's literally traveling and not doing anything,
Mhm.
which is just odd.
You just moved a spot to do the same thing.
Right. Pretty much.
Pretty much.
Weird.
Doing the same thing from a different place. So yeah.
So all right,
Oh,
Shannon. So we're at that time.
Oh God.
I know
your favorite part of the
My
show.
favorite.
you have been waiting.
Yes. This or that. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Would you rather eat a box of dry spaghetti noodles or 2 cups of uncooked rice?
Spaghetti noodles.
Okay.
I think you need other options because everybody goes for the spaghetti noodles because nobody wants to eat uncooked rice.
You guys need some new questions.
You know what? Listen.
I'll send you some new questions. I'll
Damn.
send you some new questions. I already got my answer to the last one. I'm not ready for that one.
Oh.
She watches too much. That's the problem. We should have thrown questions at her that
she had never heard
didn't.
before.
Right. She
I
watches.
watched too much. Are you telling me to watch less?
No. I'm saying that we should have been more prepared.
I have a reminder in my phone, like every Wednesday night. It's Fefe at 8.
Oh, I don't even have a reminder in my phone.
Well, I would hope you would remember.
He doesn't remember sometimes.
You would be surprised. Sometimes I'm like, fuck, it's Wednesday, isn't it? Shit. Yeah, you'd be surprised.
Or I'll say like, oh, happy Wednesday. And he'll be like, oh, it's Wednesday? Fuck. I'm like, oh. What's the next one? Be born with 1 nipple or born with 2 belly buttons?
1 nipple.
Maybe it should be 3 nipples and 2 belly buttons.
Oh, 3 nipples could be interesting.
Because then,
Are you editing the questions as we go?
Yes. Yeah.
I love it. Next guest. Be ready. You're welcome.
Know all the mysteries of the universe or read minds?
I would want to know all the mysteries of the universe because I don't want to know what some people think. I just know. No.
I feel like I would be reading minds, and I think I'd be very disappointed. Like they're literally just a squirrel in
half dead squirrel.
Right, like a hamster on a wheel, but the hamster is decaying and is nothing but a skeleton at this point.
Right.
I think reading minds would destroy the people that you're like, oh, they're really smart, and then you hear their thoughts and you're like, oh,
or people that you think are right, or yeah.
You're like, oh, you're not that smart at all. Wow.
Oh my God. Okay, look at the comments, Felicia.
Uh-huh.
What the fuck? Why? What does that even mean? I don't even know why.
I explained it to you.
Mary Jo, what are you doing?
But
Behave yourself.
it doesn't It doesn't. There's no
No
context.
favorite crown for MJ.
There's no context. What?
MJ, go ahead and explain it, and I'll
There's
I'll
no
ask the next
context, and I don't
question.
understand.
I'll ask the next question.
Okay.
She's been waiting for it. Would you rather have a vagina on your forehead or a row of penises down your back like a stegosaurus?
Totally the penises. 100%.
Why?
Yes.
Okay, number one, Freddie, every time we have this question, like you nail it. Like I don't want that whole mess going on up there. But also, a row of penises on your back like a stegosaurus. I like dinosaurs, and that'd be super cool. Because then I could
Where did you comment a question?
She did.
Oh,
she said, "Would you rather have your nose pierced to your
Too,
nipples?"
like that's too mundane, though. Like that's way too mundane.
That's so
because that's like it would be more like, would you rather have like your armpit pierced or
wait,
like,
hold on.
Like, would you rather have a piercing in your armpit or oh fuck, I don't know, something like the point is that it needs to be not like mundane, like that needs to be like something that's completely.
I need another part of that.
Another weird part of the body, like your thumb or something, like
your pinky toe.
Your pinky toe. There you go. Your armpit or your pinky toe pierced. That could be really annoying.
That could be
pierced.
Either way.
Yeah.
Your armpit, like that would chafe. I don't know.
Infection, like with deodorant and stuff.
Right. See,
right?
like
yeah, no, not about that.
No.
Okay, fine. Let me rephrase. Or a big toe.
Why is this? Why I don't know why this
happened. A piercing behind your knee.
I know people that have actually done that.
You do?
Like a dermal behind the knee?
Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah. That would.
I'm gonna ask that anyway.
Yeah. Your armpit or behind your knee. I don't think that I just see that being really problematic.
I'm so clumsy. I would not.
Like I would catch it on shit. Like I would like take off my pants and it would like rip out of my knee. Like
yeah.
Pinky toe penis or armpit vagina?
What? What is an armpit vagina? I have a. Oh, would you rather have a penis as your pinky toe or a vagina as an armpit? That could be also very awkward as well.
That would be. Yeah.
Imagine if you had the vagina on your forehead and the vagina on your armpit. Like
that's just a whole lot of mess going on every month. That's
like that could just be really bad. Like,
no.
Have to. Like,
I know some people that have pinky toe penises.
Listen, okay. I don't know why the fuck you have to call me out like that. Okay, it is not my fault. I just it's not about the size. Okay, god damn it. Just I don't know why you got to call me out like that. That's just rude. So fucking rude.
Oh goodness.
Freddy, I'll send you some freeze-dried ice cream to like
thank you.
Ease the pain.
Thank you. Because I feel like
did you feel attacked?
Yes. Very attacked. It's not my fault.
I wasn't trying to be.
You know what? It's fine. Whatever. You're just you can't backtrack now. You've already just thrown that out there, and it's fine. It's what it is.
What happened? The dinosaur penis back thing you mentioned earlier would work if you had a vagina on your
and armpit.
But how would you get it off your back? You can't
just pull them off your back.
It's not like detachable.
Armpit. Right. Just a row of penises down your back. Right. Also, why would you want to fuck your forehead? Like, I mean, your kink is not my kink, but your kink is okay. But I just don't know. Like, that just seems like it'd be really awkward. Like, just detach one from your back and pull it off. And I don't know. I feel like that could be just not.
Oh my gosh! I'm gonna make that into a
just.
Oh, please do. And then send it to me when you're done.
or like even worse, like your armpit, like you just, you know what I mean? Like I don't.
I'm with Laura. How flexible are you?
I am not
I
flexible
mean-
at all. I would literally, like me personally, I would literally have to detach the penis from my back, and like bend over.
Somebody said bend over backwards.
No, you know what? You'd have to be like one of those Cirque du Soleil people where they like basically bend themselves in half, like through their legs,
Right.
and then you would like be bending like around, and then you would like.
I mean, but at that
your
point,
forehead
is it
on your
worth
back, like,
it?
that would
Oh
just
my
be-
god.
I feel like it would be way too uncomfortable to make it pleasurable.
It's just too much. It's too much. It's too much
Yeah.
effort. Like I barely want to be on my knees. Like, you know what I mean? Because my knees hurt. Like I'm old. I feel like I would do that, and I would probably break a hip or something, and then I would have to explain why I would need a hip replacement.
Your life alert would be going off.
My life,
constantly.
like, oh my god, like like because at that point, like your smartwatch or whatever, you're like, no. Like, it would just be really, I don't know, just like it just
Yes. Isaac, you've been here. Isaac, you've been here before. You know how this works.
I was gonna say, Isaac, you have to know how this works.
You know it only gets worse.
He's watched times, like he should know better.
Right. Isaac acting all innocent like he doesn't know.
Whatever. We're educational.
It's only kinky the first time. Okay.
PBS After Dark.
Okay.
Okay.
So, doctor, it started like this.
Oh, my back got all excited, and I just didn't know what to do with myself.
What was it? Jeremy Bright said something about like getting scared.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I got scared, and then
Also, I found the cat. The cat is currently sleeping directly under where I just put my feet down.
Nice.
Oh,
Nice.
Yeah,
One of
so you
mine
woke the
just
cat
walked back into the back room over there. So
how come it says Facebook
Oh,
user?
look, we have some people that say they're coming back next week. Good to see you. Good to see we made some new fans.
you're welcome.
Luscious, what took you so long?
That is
Suzette, it's because
like we are a very organized, well thought out show.
family
Yes.
friendly.
We have a show sheet.
Did they update during show?
Sometimes.
Actually,
You
sometimes
know
we
what?
do.
You got to be able to roll with it, though, right?
It's
thinking on your feet, and yes, in the moment.
how we roll.
Oh, he thinks on his feet. When I freeze and disappear, he's good. It's a free for all, even for an old lesbian. Oh, the dick's on the back. Wow. I could just see people going to the gay bar with their dicks on their backs and just being the most popular person.
I was going to say they'd probably be pretty popular.
Yeah.
Unless somebody touched you like inappropriately, and all of a sudden you got scared. And
Consent.
Consent. It's all about consent.
All about consent.
Now, if I say it's okay, then you just go for it.
Right.
I guess.
We got Free Mom Hugs Michigan in the house. Thank you, Luscious.
So where can people find you on social media?
We are on Facebook at Free Mom Hugs Arizona. We do have an Instagram. Sometimes I remember to update it.
Same girl. Same.
Right. I need to have.
Gosh,
I'm
I'm always on there. I'm always on there.
We do have an Instagram.
They do have an Insta, Mary Jo.
All the Instagrams.
Yeah. So we're on Facebook. We have, if you are interested in being a hugger someday when COVID goes away and it's safe again, we have private groups based on like the regions of the state. So northern, central, and southern Arizona. And then eventually we will be out hugging again.
So Suzette doesn't think she's on the right live link. So Suzette, the way we figured this out, if you are watching from the page, the video that's on the Let's Have a Fefe page, then we can see who's commenting. If you're watching from the link that's posted in the Let's Have a Fefe group, it doesn't tell us who's watching. It just says Facebook user.
And I've tried to change the
and we don't know
settings
we have no idea.
The settings of the group, and it won't let me.
Right.
So
somebody asked, Adelia asked, if you have to be a mom to hug with us. Absolutely not. We take any allies who are fully affirming. and want to give hugs. We've had dad hugs, we've had aunt and uncle hugs, we've had brother and sister hugs. At Rainbows Festival, which is when I first met Felicia, we had the most adorable, sweet little girl who was like 4.
Oh my goodness.
That came with her mom. And adorable. Like, she was the cutest thing ever. We will, if you are fully affirming and want to give love and embrace literally and figuratively the community, then we would love to have you.
It's more about like, so for the way I see it with these groups anyway, is that there's a lot of folks in the LGBTQ community who don't have the support from their family, whether it's, whatever. And these groups are kind of stand-ins for that. Like, there are, you see the stories of the individuals that are like, hey, you know what, oh, we're here now. They're like, you need a mom for, a stand-in as in your wedding or whatever. You need a dad to stand in at your wedding. Like, I'm going to be.
Do you guys do that too?
Yes, we do. As our founder, Sarah, went viral when she posted about, if your mom or dad will not come to your same-sex wedding, call me. I'll be there. I'll even bring the bubbles. And hi, kitty cat. And yes, we absolutely would love to, if you need, we'll bring like the whole damn family and we'll be at your wedding.
Oh,
and,
wow.
We will celebrate.
That's basically, it's basically what it is. It's, so it's so that folks in the LGBTQ community who don't feel accepted can get that,
and that's how we started. Is Sarah, when her son came out and she kind of had to go through her own personal growth, being her background being raised in a very kind of a conservative faith environment. She said the first time she went out to Pride, she wore a homemade button that said "Free Mom Hugs," and she just found this incredibly beautiful, vibrant community. And Sarah is now ordained to perform weddings, and she has performed weddings, and she's been a stand-in mom at weddings, and she's really inspired, just hundreds and thousands of us who needed the same, like, we needed to be able to give love, and this was like the perfect avenue for us. And yeah, Crystal's saying everybody should read Sarah's book, How We Sleep at Night, which is kind of her memoir of coming to where she is. And yeah, so we love, yeah. And that's been a big thing. I think just in the 2 years that our chapter's been around, we're group moms to a number of people who just don't have that same love and support that we think they should have. So,
which is amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing. And how do they sign up as a hugger?
So once we have events again, we usually post when we have an event and we're getting ready to go out. We will post signups. Usually through Sign Up Genius, we try to make sure that we have a certain number of people depending on the kind of an event. But if a time slot that you want to be there for is full, then come out anyway. We'll have kind of event guidelines and policies that we just ask you to read through and say, yep, I'm there, and have a shirt or a button, or I make name tags that people can wear to identify yourself as part of our group and come hug. It's pretty easy. And don't be a dick. That's kind of our primary role. Maybe my role.
It's a good role.
Maybe my role.
I think that's everybody's role.
It's right. It's a good role. But yeah, we just, I think back to our last event that we were out really hugging at was the Two Spirit Powwow last February. And it was just so beautiful. And it's just always just being there and being like letting people know.
Now.
Yeah. 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 We're coming up on a year that one was. So sucks. But anyway, yeah.
Suzette says that's a great rule.
It is a great rule. Just don't be a dick.
So I say, if you have any more questions, ask now or forever hold your peace, or send them a message on their Facebook page. And Freddy has completely disappeared because
behind the cat butt.
You're welcome.
You're welcome. I love it.
God. Okay. Jesus.
You are so keeping that cat.
Shh.
Don't tell him. He doesn't know yet.
Yes, he does. He's just trying to pretend he doesn't know. He was keeping the cat the instant he named the cat.
Whatever. It
Don't
needed
whatever
a
name.
anyway.
He does need a name, but the fact that you named him within the theme of your other pets.
I just didn't want him to feel left out.
I'm sorry?
Oh,
I didn't want him to feel left out.
Freddy is
He's
having
totally your
pussy
cat.
issues.
I never
Laura says.
have issues. Thank you very much.
Mm-hmm.
What gigs do we have?
Why are you changing the subject?
I don't know what you're talking about.
That was a really bad segue. That was another really bad one, by the way.
So let's see. So February 15th.
You have to say that one because that is a long ass title.
I know. I've submitted a video for a pretty cool show that's happening. It's called Love's Taken Over. It's a Valentine's happy hour and toy drive benefiting Miller's Children's Hospital in Long Beach. It's myself, a few queens. There's going to be pop-ins from some actual celebrities and stuff too. We will post the flyer for that. It's kind of cool.
I named two of them last week. Melissa Etheridge and Leanne Rimes.
Mm-hmm. They will be.
That was the ones that stuck out. And then I'm gonna be shady. So look at the flyer and tell me which of the people look alike when I post it.
Jesus Christ.
You're welcome.
It's fine. I stand out, and that's all that matters.
Mm-hmm.
So, and you have a thing at the end of the month.
Mm-hmm. I will be reading with elected officials. Most of them, all of them are LGBTQ elected officials. With Miss Nature or Christopher J. Hall, who has been on the show here before. And that's presented by Arizona Drag. Drag Story Hour Arizona.
What day is that?
On February 28th. That's a Sunday, I believe. Right? Something.
Are you asking me? I didn't know what day it was today.
You didn't know what today was.
Let's see. Upcoming guests, we'll have Brandon McGill, who's watching right now, artist and photographer, and he'll have another project that I think is coming out soon. I don't want to put words in his mouth, but possibly. And
when does the tarot series come out?
Oh, see, I keep asking about it because I want to buy a stink. And I have a couple of friends that want to buy a stock.
I need to get them for my sister.
I've been hitting up all the peoples that do the readings. I've been like, so when you flip this card over, don't be surprised. Because the Queen of Pentacles is there. Let's see. So we'll ask him that next week.
Please do.
You get up in the chat and be like, where is the deck?
I got you. Come on, Brandon. Mama needs to know when the deck's coming out.
That'll be the only question we ask him. We don't really need to know anything else. Be like, look, we have one question and one question only.
That's it.
We'll just be like, there is no interview.
Right. This is the interview. We're having you on and sit through an hour of this so that we can ask you where the fucking deck is.
I think it's fair.
Oh, yes. Okay. So that is it for me. Thank you all for joining us tonight for your Wednesday night conversation. And a special thanks to our special guest, Shannon Black.
And all the
for
moms
joining us tonight.
All the moms.
Shout out. An extra shout out to the kinky moms that actually answered. Yes. Thank you all for watching live, and those that watch on the replay, we'll see you next week for your Wednesday night conversation.
Good night.
Oh, I can't find the button.
Oh, Jesus.
You're welcome.
Promotional consideration for Let's Have a Fefe provided by Wigs of a Kind, The Burly Barber, Bone and Basil, as well as our patrons at Patreon. Go to patreon.com/Let's Have a Fefe to become a Fefe patron. Virtual tips accepted at paypal.me/Let's Have a Fefe. Subscribe to the Let's Have a Fefe podcast. You can listen on your favorite podcatcher. See you next week for your Wednesday night conversation. This has been Let's Have a Fefe. Good night.